Welcome to Fantasy Alarm TV. Everybody, I'm your host, Jeff Mans. Another NFL offseason team report. We're previewing all 32 NFL teams. If you missed any of the videos, what are you doing? Just check it out. Click back on the browser. Go to your favorite team. Check out the preseason video and go from there. And also tell me how bad I was on there and how ugly my face is. Speaking of ugly faces, look at this, everybody. I had just had a cyst removed from my arm, and I'm still doing videos today. I'm still doing a Sirius XM show. So there you go. That's commitment. That's how dedicated I am to previewing the St. Louis Rams, which are the team we're doing today. And that's mostly why I'm here. I love the St. Louis Rams this year. If you read the Fantasy Alarm 2015 Fantasy Football Draft Guide, you will notice in the bold predictions area, I predicted St. Louis Rams to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. That is how high I am on them. It is their year. This defense is amazing. They've got the return man in Tavon Austin. They got the best defensive line in all of football, a very solid secondary. And what they did this offseason was remarkable. They said, okay, we're going to get a secure quarterback that we can count on, a guy who doesn't get injured. They traded Sam Bradford for Nick Foles. You know, maybe a slight downgrade in a lot of areas, but he's going to be healthy. They're not going to have to play this quarterback derby every single week. That's going to help maintain the offense. And then they devoted themselves to the run game. They drafted Todd Gurley 10th overall to solidify that. Maybe he's healthy in the beginning, maybe not. They still got Trey Mason in tow, Benny Cunningham, that could pick up a game or two of slack. But most importantly, they upgraded the offensive line. They drafted 4 offensive linemen in the draft. They took 1 in the supplemental draft. They built this thing. They have Greg Robinson, who they took last year in the first round of the 2014 draft. All of a sudden, this deficiency that they had, they have a lot of bodies, a wealth of talented offensive linemen now in tow that could protect Nick Foles in this offense, give him time to execute a base West Coast style of offense, and clear some paths for whoever's running the ball. Ideally, it'll be Todd Gurley eventually. So I like Todd Gurley much more than I did on draft day now that they committed to this offensive line upgrade. Jeff Fisher's going to run the ball. I think Gurley's the main weapon. From a fantasy perspective, none of the receivers do much of anything for me at all. I think Jared Cook is a decent number 2 tight end if you're in a deep league. He's not a top 12 guy in my opinion because consistency won't be there. But the Rams are going to go far. The defense is the number 1 defensive special team by a mile. There's a lot of IDP guys that I really like on this defense as well. I think the Rams are going to have a really good season. They're going to surprise a lot of people in 2015. Hit me up on Twitter at Jeff_Mans. Make sure you check out all 32 of our NFL offseason team reports. And of course, DFS Playbook Pro, available now and starting at the regular season for the NFL. So get in early. Major League Baseball going on now as well. FantasyAlarm.com/playbook for the NFL offseason team reports. And Fantasy Alarm TV, this has been Jeff Mans.